Hello, friends. It's Carla, your online doctor, with today's Live in 5. Today is Monday, May 11th at 5 p.m. First of all, happy Mother's Day, one day late to all my moms out there, whether you have kids or fur babies or you have nieces and nephews that you consider your own or whatever it may be. Hope you had a wonderful day. I also know that it snowed over the weekend. I don't know if it stuck much, but in the northeast of the United States, which is just absolutely crazy considering it's May. But still, it's that time of the year to discuss seasonal issues. Okay, whether it feels like spring or summer down here, it's time to get prepared for what's coming. And by that, I'm talking about seasonal allergies. I'm talking about flowers and trees and plants and pollen and all those things that make life miserable for quite a number of people. Now, about 30 million Americans have seasonal allergies. That's a huge number, and that's just obviously here in the US. So you have sneezing, itching, watery eyes, asthma attacks, and much more yuck, right? Not to mention that people look at you funny nowadays if you cough or you sneeze. Everybody thinks you're contagious, and in reality, it's just what's coming out of the plants. So it's you want to try and get this under control. But we also know, sadly, that prescription medications and over-the-counter allergy medications come with a host of undesirable side effects. These things are meant to be Band-Aids where you take them once in a while, if ever. They're not meant to be taken on a chronic every single day basis. And if you're requiring that, you're doing something wrong. Okay, so what can you do instead, right? So in order to know that, let's discuss what your body is actually doing when you have an allergic reaction to pollen, let's say. So it's basically your immune system responding or over-responding to that allergen. And by an allergen, it's a protein of sorts that's on the surface of whatever it is. It gets into your body and your body says, oh, I don't like that. That's foreign, attack. Okay? So your body produces antibodies, just like it does if you have an infection, although instead of the other type of antibodies we've talked about before, this time it produces IgE antibodies, okay, to that allergen. And that causes a release of things like histamine, thus the term antihistamines, right? So histamine in turn causes inflammation, and it causes inflammation in things like your skin, your airways, and even in your gut. Okay, and that can lead to all kinds of symptoms. So this is not new information. You've heard me talk about this before, but when your gut health suffers, so does your immune system. Since 70 to 80% of your immune system actually resides in your gut, you need to keep your gut healthy. Now, having a bad gut can actually worsen allergic reactions to things like pollen. Now, the typical SAD diet, the standard American diet, depletes your body of beneficial, healthy flora in your gut, that healthy bacteria that keeps your immune system thriving. While the reverse, eating a robust diet of fruits and vegetables and healthy organic food, for example, will actually produce the necessary nutrients to support your gut health and make your gut do all the good stuff. Okay, so what can you do if you don't want to succumb to taking these prescription or over-the-counter medications every time you walk outside? All right, so number one, interestingly, is apple cider vinegar. They talk about this. It may actually prevent your immune system from reacting to certain allergens and produce antibodies. So basically, by down-regulating that pro-inflammatory cytokines that are released, like histamine, for example, it may also decrease congestion and mucus production. So how do you use it? Okay, you take about a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar, put it in a cup of warm water, and drink it anywhere from 1 to 3 times per day. Doesn't sound too appealing, but it's probably not that bad if you kind of just chug it down. Okay. Number two, and this one we use a lot here in our house, is local honey. Okay. Honeybees harvest pollen from plants and flowers to produce honey. So, in theory, when you ingest this local honey, these minute amounts of that offending plant material in your honey, your body becomes desensitized to them, thereby preventing your allergic flare-ups. Studies actually show honey can reduce hay fever symptoms, but remember, you need local honey. I'm not talking about going to the store and getting honey, which is junk. You need to buy it from a local farmer's market or find somebody locally to you within, 10, 15, 20 miles the most, because you want the pollen to be something that you might have around your house that you would then benefit from if it's made, those bees locally are making it, if that makes sense. Okay. So organic raw honey, take 1 teaspoon 1 to 3 times per day during allergy season. I love honey. You can add it to your tea or whatever, or you can I eat it by the spoonful. That's all. Tastes good. Nice little treat for me. And the last thing we'll talk about today, we'll continue this tomorrow, is probiotics. Probiotics. And we've talked about probiotics before, supporting your gut health. So that's the best way to strengthen your immune system. So taking probiotics helps maintain your healthy microflora in your gut and can not only decrease allergies, but it benefits your digestive health and your mental health as well. So things like increasing fermented food into your diet or supplementing with a good probiotic. And I've shared the one I take with you before. It's called Life 9. Let it come into focus. I think, there you go. I don't know, I'm getting a little bit of a glare. There it is. Anyway, it's from Young Living. No surprise. That's what I use. Do not go onto Amazon to buy this. Okay, because you don't know what you're getting. It's very easy to create a seal and make all of this stuff look like it was made by the manufacturer. So I always recommend people message me. I can help set you up into a wholesale account where you can order what you want, when you want. I don't interfere. It's all up to you what you want to take. But this is definitely one that has helped me, and I love it. So my whole family takes it, including my parents. All good stuff. So we're going to talk a little bit more about some natural things that can help your overall gut health, your immune system, and help you with your seasonal allergies. Because it's coming. If it hasn't come to you yet, just open your windows, get outside, which is going to be happening soon as we start to open up and start to actually go out and do stuff. And you don't want that to literally hit you in the face and get you feeling lousy. So on that note, stay tuned for tomorrow, okay? I love you guys. Hope you're having a great day. I'll see you again tomorrow for another Live in 5.